Hi, and welcome to Lavonne's Kitchen. Today we're in the kitchen making some lobster flatbread pizza. Yes, this is something I had at a restaurant and it was delicious. So I said, I'm gonna go home and make it and then teach you guys how to make it. So let's get started. It's gonna be easy, it's really easy. It's a flatbread pizza. So I bought some flatbread. It's lavash bread. It's bread that's already made. It's flat. You can use it for all different kinds of things, making roll sandwiches and things like that. I have some garlic paste. It's pizza, so I've got cheese. I've got my Mexican blend, my Mexican blend cheese, and of course some mozzarella cheese. It's a lobster flatbread cheese, so I've got a couple lobster tails. I have some cherry tomatoes. They're different colors just to make it pretty. Look at that, you know. And then I've got some baby arugula and some butter. So let's get to it. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut my tomatoes in half. They're not really the round tomatoes, and these are already pre-washed, so I don't have to wash them. And I'm gonna cut them in half. Let me make sure they're pre-washed. I wanna make sure. So the first thing I did was wash my tomatoes. Now I'm gonna cut them. And they're not the normal round cherry tomatoes, so I'm going to slice them the long way because I want them to, I want them to lay flat on top of the pizza. So I'm gonna chop all of these up, and then I'm gonna come back and chop up my lobster. So I've got all my cherry tomatoes chopped up. Now I'm going to chop up my lobster tails. And while I'm doing that, I have some butter in the microwave and it is melting. You know I like to multitask. So here's my lobster tail. We are going to cut it down the middle. Let's see, you see? Cut it down the middle and pull the meat out and then just cut up the meat. See? And then we'll I like to rinse my lobster tails off. Let me rinse this off and then I'll be back. Okay, so I thought I only had 2 lobster tails, but I actually have 3, which is good. So our pizza will have extra lobster on it. So I'm just gonna chop up our lobster into little pieces. And I didn't say this with the ingredients, but I am going to put a little lemon pepper on my lobster to season it. That's the only seasoning that I'm gonna even really be using on this pizza. So let me get my lemon pepper. So we got some lemon pepper. And I'm just gonna sprinkle some of this on here. Ta-da! Just mix it up a little. Just so that we'll have a little bit of seasoning. And I'm not using any other seasoning on the pizza because I'm using that garlic paste. And the garlic paste is very, strong. So I'm not gonna use any other seasoning. There we go. So I'm going to take my melted butter and just brush it all on top of my flatbread. Try and get it on those edges. And I'm gonna take the rest of this butter and just put it on top of this lobster meat. Yeah, nice and buttery. There we go. So then we have our garlic paste, and I'm going to do the same, just brush it on Let's open this up because this is a brand new one. So let's get it open. We're gonna squeeze it out. And then we're going to just brush it all over the place. All right, if we don't have enough, then we'll add a little bit more. But I think this might be able to get it covered pretty good. Let's just see if we can brush this. Smash them up, and then just brush it. We'll see, it's smelling good already. It's just butter and garlic, you guys. You know the smell of garlic, what it does in the kitchen. It smells good. See, don't need no other seasonings. This is going to be good just like this. Lots of garlic. I like garlic, especially on a pizza. Make sure we get it as close to the edges as possible. All right, that's good. So I want to start with my Mexican cheese next. I like a lot of cheese, you guys, so you can use as much or as little cheese as you want. I'm going to use a lot. Spread it out real good. Now this doesn't have to cook long. Basically, we're just going to melt the cheese because the bread is already baked. The bread is done. It's a flatbread that's already done. So don't need to cook it. We just need to basically melt our cheese and cook our lobster. First layer done. Next thing I want to do is go ahead and start adding the lobster to it. Different chunks of lobster. Maybe I'll be able to better do this with my hands. Just Now the arugula, we're not going to put on it until it comes out of the oven. We're going to just use the arugula for decoration, basically. You know me, presentation is everything. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of lobster on this pizza. Now, you don't have to have this much lobster on there if you don't want, but I like lobster. You know, I know it's expensive nowadays, but if you can, you know, just put as much as you want, as much as you can, you know, tolerate by price. Because groceries are expensive now. They are ridiculous, especially seafood. All right, that's good. So I am going to, because I put all that butter in the lobster and everything, my hands are extremely greasy. I'm going to go wash my hands. I'll be right back. All right, we've got our lobster. Now let's start doing some tomatoes. Don't put them on top of the lobster. Just kind of put them in between there. Remember, put them with the flat side down so that they don't go rolling all over the place. And the same with the tomatoes. You can put as much as you like or as little as you like. This is your pizza. I'm trying to be cute, so I'm trying to have like different colors and things, you know, spread out the different colors. I like the orange and the yellows on here. They go with the cheese. Look at that. I think that's enough. Yeah, because I'm going to make another pizza because there was like 4 of those pieces of flatbread in there. So I'm gonna do another one and just put mushrooms on it. Ha-ha. All right, that's good. So now we are going to add our other cheese. Now, if you want a little spice, you could add jalapenos to this. Just a couple of jalapenos, because the one that I had, the restaurant actually had jalapenos. But I don't have any, so I'm not going to put any on here, but that would be good, okay? I'm going to preheat my oven to 500. I'm going to put this in there and just let my cheese melt, basically, okay? Okay, so the pizza's ready to go in the oven, and I made a mistake. I did say put the oven on 500. I meant 450. So I'm going to put this in there for 10 minutes, and I'm going to watch it because, like I said, all I need is for the lobster to cook and the cheese to melt. So it shouldn't take that long. If it's less than 10, then I'll take it out. If it needs more, then I'll add more time, and I'll let you know. So while that one's in the oven cooking, and since I have the extra tomatoes and cheese and some more of the flatbread, I went ahead, and I love mushrooms, so I went ahead and made me a mushroom one. Look at that. So I'm gonna throw that in there as well. All right, so I let it cook for the whole 10 minutes, and because I wanted to make sure the lobster was done, I'm gonna go get it out the oven now. Actually, I've got 4 seconds, and then I'm gonna get it out of the oven. There we go. Look at that. So what I'm gonna try to do is put this on the cutting board so that I can cut it. You know what? I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it in here. I don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna go ahead and put my arugula on it right now, just to make it pretty. Have a little flavor, add a little flavor to it, and make it pretty. How about that? I think I'll just cut it in here. It smells absolutely delicious. Look at this, you guys. And it looks amazing. Look at that. Look at the crispy edges on it. Oh, look at the tomatoes where they've burst open. All that extra cheese that I put on there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what I'm going to do, because it's kind of big, I'm going to actually slice it this way and then have little rectangular pieces going that way. So let's do this. And of course, I'm using my serrated knife. Whenever you cut bread or tomatoes, make sure you use a serrated knife. Okay. And get me a spatula and get these out of here. And then we are going to taste, because, you know, you taste with your eyes first, your nose second, then your tongue. And my eyes are telling me it's delicious. My nose is telling me delicious. I'm ready to put it in my mouth so it can tell me the same. So let's get a few pieces of this. Let's see. Look at that cheese pull, y'all. Put these on the plate. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I want this one with those crispy edges. Look at that. I want that piece. But of course, you know it's hot, and when cheese is hot, it will burn you. So I'm going to give it a second. So by the time I finish slicing it, it should be cool enough for me to eat it. All right, that's about all I can fit on my plate for right now. So I'll just slice these two up. I'm gonna go and stick this mushroom one in the oven, and then we're gonna come back and taste this one. So the mushroom pizza is in the oven. The lobster pizza is right here. Ta-da! What you think? Look at that. Look at that. You see the lobster, the tomatoes. Oh, all right, I'm ready, y'all. I wanted this one little piece right here. It had the little crispy edges. Look at that. See the flatbread? Remember I told you I didn't need any seasoning? Oh my God. The lemon pepper, you can taste it. The that garlic paste. Oh my God, you can taste it. And the lobster, yes, Lord. Okay. Oh yeah. So that is lobster flatbread pizza made in Lavonne's kitchen. If you are new to my channel and you have not seen me cook, please hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and share these recipes with your friends. But guess what? In August or September, I have a cookbook coming out. It's called Lavonne's Kitchen. And of course, you can get a lot of my recipes in the cookbook. So you guys stay tuned and tell everybody, make sure they stay tuned for that cookbook to come out, all right? And guess what? I'm gonna eat this pizza, and I'll see you guys next time in the kitchen. Bye.